Hey, take this earth and cover these bones. This path I walk alone. I close my eyes, but I still see all the things you've done to me. Well, I'd hope to die in sacred ground, where I can feel the sun come shining down. I grab the wings of a holy bird, I would circle around this piece of earth. Well, your people came a few at first, with the guns in their hands and their woven shirts, and around the fire we smoked the pipe. You gave us whiskey, we gave you wives, gave you our women, gave you our wives. Well, you cut these trees and these trees did die. You made your roads for your wagons wide. Then you taught us how to live inside. Then you told us why Jesus died. He died, didn't he? Didn't he? 'Cause you killed him, didn't you? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You killed him, didn't you? Didn't you? Hey, cover our bones with homes in town. This land we held is sacred ground, where we had enough for all we wanted. But now we're ghosts, we're walking haunted. Killed him, didn't you? Yeah, you did. Hey, cover these bones with waves of grass. Cover these bones with seeds that last. You can tell our stories once we're gone. We're Indiana, Indians. We're from Indiana, man. And I would sit in front of Rachel's house. They can write a book about me. I can sign a movie deal. The lawyers can take all the money, as long as Johnny Cash plays me, boys. And he can hit the spotlight running, with legs so long and pale. He can learn to cry in the cradle. He can learn to lie in the In a line, in a line, we walk in a line, while the world outside is spinning round. And in a line, we all live in a line, while your moon comes up and your sun goes down. In a line, walk in a line, while the world outside is spinning round. In a line, live in a line, while your moon comes up and your sun goes down. Thanks. Play a couple more songs so here and a little break, get some air. Boy, you put this many people in a room like this, it just makes me sweat like I was looking at Judy Roberts. Actually, I happen to like Judy Roberts, and I didn't sweat when I met her. Yeah, I did.
Sorry, Eric.
No, it's fine, dear. Men, where I lead me, I will travel. Where I need me, I'm gonna call me. Ain't no fool, and I'll be ready. God knows I will be. But in the meantime, I'm gonna make a little money and buy a little bit of mercy. Well, we met this morning and now she loves me, man. She says she loves me, it must be easy. Look around you, all around you. You see the motion, but you're not moving. You don't know how to hold on. Let's keep it loose and don't get excited, man. Know it's gonna be gone before long. Because one is going and one is staying. One is silent one is saved. Well, here's your coat and take care of yourself. I'm sorry all about your leave. I'm just a little sad because you're all I had. Now will you be returned? Will you? Well, the boys upstairs are getting hungry. You can shout in the wind about how it will be. You can clench your fist and shake your head and then you head off to the country. Well, I ain't got no doubt about it, my friends. It's where you're gonna find me. I played this verse for W one time when he was in the governor's office up there. Played it for him. He didn't get it. Just didn't get it, W. You know, I met W one time. He had a pair of tassel loafers on. I knew I was in trouble. Well, don't you ask the boys down in the gutter. Men, they won't lie to you, you don't matter. Well, the street's just fine if you're good and blind, but it ain't where you belong. Just roll down your sleeves and pick up your money, carry yourself home. You just roll down your sleeves and pick up your money, carry yourself on home. You know, it's where I lead me, I will travel. Where I need me, I'm gonna call me. I ain't no fool. I'll be ready, and God knows that it will be. But in the meantime, I'm gonna make a little money, buy a little bit of mercy. In the meantime, I'm gonna make a little money, buy a little bit of that mercy. Have mercy. We're going to take a break after this show. See if the things will cool off a little bit. Dry off. We're just Indians from up in Indiana, you know. That's all. We're from Indiana. Won't you take this earth and cover these bones? This path I walk alone. I can close my eyes, but I still see all the things you've done to me. I'm from Indiana. From Indiana. I got a friend from Seattle, Washington, and Nancy K. Dillon. She's a good writer in her own purpose. I taught her how to make real margaritas one time. We've been friends ever since. I used to carry all my margarita makings along with me. I told her she'd never had a real one. And so we got to talking across the kitchen table, you know. Yeah, how those oak tables can varnish your conversation. And she said, you know, one of the things I like about your writing, Eric, is that you write about women, but you don't write about weak women. All your songs seem to be about women. They seem to be about strong women. And I said, well, Nancy K., you see, I've been married now 4 times. So I've learned how to dodge and weave, float like a butterfly. Yeah. You know, there's a crazy thing about men. Well, one of many. Usually when men start to think about whether a woman is leaving them or not, there's this little bone right under your eye, under your right eye, that starts to ache and throb just a little bit, kind of like a toothache. And you know she's leaving you. And you try your best, you know, get your shit back together, but over. And then there's some women that'll just sit you down across the table, one of those big oak tables that'll unvarnish all your conversation. And she'll sit and look you right square in the eye. And she'll say, you know what, man? I don't like you. It's been a long time since I've liked you. But I really don't like you now. I'm going to start packing up my stuff. You just give me the keys to my truck, I'll be gone by the night. Boy, that little bone's just boom. Why did you do this? What must I have done? And then she leaves you no time to reconsider. Those are great and strong women. The ones that just said, I've had enough of you. I'm out. This is a song called Adios on Studio 10 Records. Yeah. Adios. That's to get the picks back on. Somebody the other night thought I was trying to revive myself. Knowing that I had a triple bypass a couple of years ago, they were thinking, oh my God, it's going to die right in front of us. No, I'm just trying to get when my fingers sweat, the picks get loose, and so I just have to push them back on there. So when I do that, as long as I don't do it to you, don't worry about it. You know, I've been thinking about moving on. know just some place where these Maybelline eyes will soon be gone, and I can close them tight and forget your face. I can close them tight and forget your face. I'm gonna take my little Sunday school Bible, white leather book full of blue-eyed Jews, and I'm taking my saddle and I'm taking my bridle, but I ain't taking you, boy. No, I ain't taking you. Don't you be talking about roses and rains, because I love how that blue highway sings when I'm leaving. Boy, I'm leaving. Yeah. Well, maybe Galveston, maybe Rome. There's a world full of wild horses out there. Man, it's a big enough place, see? Be hard to go wrong. But anyway, adios, I'm going somewhere. Anyway, adios, I'm going somewhere. Don't you be talking about roses and rain, because I love how that blue highway sings when I'm leaving. I'm leaving you. I'm gonna take that flat top box guitar with me. You know, the one that Guy Clark signed. Man, you made up things, never got that far. Well, it's going with me as mine. I'm taking it with me as mine. This cold bed. I want you to stick around for the second set. I do. I want you to stick around. I'll tell you why. The second set will be similar in many ways to this one. I hope you stick around. Also, we've got CDs for sale out there, man. I'll cut you a deal on them. One for 15 and two for 50. Just kidding. Thanks, Sam. Don't you be talking about roses and rain, because I love how that blue highway sings when I'm leaving you. I'm leaving. just been thinking about moving on. I don't know, someplace where these Maybelline eyes will soon be gone. I'm gonna close them tight and forget your face. I'm gonna close them tight, forget your face. I'm gonna close them tight, forget your face. Close them tight and forget you. Oh Lord, thanks. Try to get these happy songs out of the way. Oh, yes. You know, this is one of those songs that I guess I could call it a true story, based on a story of a friend of mine that I used to know came out of Kansas. His name was Kevin. Anyway, this is a song. He moved to Reno, Nevada. Something about that seems to change your life. From Kansas City to Reno. I got this highway hound from Kansas, friend. He's been drifting all his life, but now he feeds his kids all high-tone style. Since he lost his married life, well, he ain't afraid of nothing. Ain't afraid of you. He says a Barlow knife will take your money or your life. It's up to you to choose it. Yeah, it's up to you to choose it. You know he ain't afraid of nothing. He ain't afraid of nothing. He's a jailhouse infantile. He can't tell you there from then. But he feeds his kids all high-tone style. Now you can give that boy a $100. He'll come back with a pile. You can count it, he'll come back with a pie. You can count on it. Well, he couldn't find his mother, so he found himself another. She taught him careful in that northern snow. She taught him driving one cab is like driving one another. Taught him how to double up his money. Taught him how to double up his money out there in Reno. You know, he's a jailhouse infantile. He can't tell you there from then. But he can feed his kids all high-tone style. Yeah, you give that boy $100, he'll come back with a pal. You can count it, you can count it, you can count it, he'll come back. He'll come back with a pal. He found a mom and pop and bar stool. Thought he'd take himself a lick. He told him, I can tell you every lie that anybody knows. Front left, right hook, $100 check. Say friends, here's a little something I'm sending you from up in Reno. Here's a little something I found out in Reno. He's a jailhouse infantile. He can't tell you there from then. But he feeds his kids all high-tone style. Give the boy $100, and he'll come back with a pal. You can count it, you can count it. He'll come back with a pal. You can count on it. Come back with a pal. Thank you. Oh dear. I know I'll do. Anybody in here ever had a 1963 Volkswagen van?
A square back.
Don't be throwing
Well,
lines.
I grew up in one.
Really?
Yes,
Oh, they're interesting vehicles. It's kind of like driving a box kite.
yes.
Especially going off the bridges, going over the bridges in the wind in New Mexico. It really does feel like you're driving a box kite. I was out in Sausalito, California one time, and I was supposed to meet with this very suspicious little record producer. This little guy that looked like a wet cat. I mean, he really did remind me of a wet cat. Smelled kind of like it. So I was, Sausalito, California doesn't have much incline to it, so it's right on the water. It's a boat town. But it does have a couple little hills that I had to get to up to see the wet cat. And I don't know if you've ever, well, of course, those of you who have, it feels like when you break you pop a clutch cable on one of them, it feels like you've come to Achilles tendon, you cut right to the end, and you go, oh. But if you've read your John Murrow manual, you'll know that there are two different clutch cables on the 63. One for going forward, one for going backwards. So all you gotta do is get it turned around. And you can go up the hill at about 2.5 miles an hour. Well, I was going up the side of this little hill there in Sausalito. And a man rode up in front of me with a carbon Ghia, Volkswagen carbon Ghia with the fender hanging off one side of it. Part of the bonnet is up on the other side. When he gets out, he's got a long tee like mine. And in this hand here, he's got a glass, a full glass, you can smell it, and in this hand here, he has 2 cigarettes, one short one, one long one. And when he smokes the short one down, he flick it, and you have one to go with that one. And it looked familiar to me immediately, even though he had long hair and beard. And then I heard his voice, and he says, "What's wrong with your ride there, boy?" I said, "Well, I think I've probably broken the clutch cable on it." "Really? Well, you're shit out of luck, aren't you, boy? Because you're going to have to drive all the way up. Where are you going?" I told him where I was going. I was going to go see this little guy that was. And he says, "Would you mind if I rambled around underneath your ride there?" And he crawls out and he comes back. He says, "Let me rumble around in the bonnet." He comes back with a 260-pound test line for shark. He's untangling it, and he gets it underneath my car. And by that time, I knew that it was Sterling Hayden, the old actor that used to play in all the prison movies and that played the police captain that broke Michael Corleone's face in the first Godfather. And he was all talking to. And he put his rum on top of my van and he crawled up under there. And by that time I realized who he was. And I said, "Mr. Hayden, is there anything I could do to help?" "No." And he said, "No, boy. You wouldn't know the knot." You see, Sterling was a sailor. He was talking about a friend of ours who just got himself an outfit, we call it down in Texas, that you can put your whole family on and sail it all the way to Tahiti if you have the knowledge and power and the wisdom and the courage. That's what Sterling did with his life. See, Sterling would tell you, and Marlon Brando ended up stealing a line from him, but Sterling Hayden one time told me, he said, "You know, acting, that's no job for a real man. So get your ass up and go to work." And they discovered him working on the docks in Sausalito. He became quite a ladies' man in the movies for a while. Then he got typecast in playing in prison movies, black and white breakout movies. He was always a gangster, always breaking out of prison. Anyway, he says to me, he said, "Boy, I'll make you an offer. If you'd rather not go up to that other boy's house, would you like to come by my house and have a cup of tea?" I said, "I certainly would, sir." And that's how I met Sterling Hayden for the first time in my life. He and I remained friends right up until his death. Some people think he died in Cuba, some people think he died in Cuba. I just know that he died. And he was a wonderful friend. I'll tell you something special about him, as if you didn't already recognize maybe that I found him very special person. He was building a house there, and he had a crane come in and laid some railroad tracks out back of the house as he was building it, and he had a crane come over with a caboose, a railroad caboose, and he laid it in his backyard on these railroad tracks, and that's where he stayed while he finished building his house. So every time that I went to visit Sterling in Sausalito, that was the guest room, kind of like the caboose. You know, they built a place for me out there. And they locked me in at night. Most people don't let me in their house at all. They take one look at me and they say, you're coming in here. He looks like somebody who might wander. And I do, so they're going to lock me in and they'll let me out in the morning. I'll play you this song here. This was one of the first songs that I ever wrote for a play. My first play that I wrote, this was part of the music for it. I wrote this song for 3 people. Sterling Hayden, Johnny Cash, and me. An old song called Prison Movie. It was way back. Well, you can hit the spotlight running with legs so long and pale, and you can learn how to cry in the cradle, and you can learn how to lie in jail. You're a handsome man from Atlanta, Georgia, queen of the South, where you get a little kiss from your mama and your daddy hit you square in the mouth. Well, I had a little girl named Rachel, and we had a little boy named Ray, and I killed a little man down in Macon, Georgia, had a mouth too big for his face. Well, I'm just another white trash cracker, I'm living on hate and shame, and I only pull the trigger, boy. You know the bullet was to blame. In a line, we all walk in a line, while the world outside is spinning round. In a line, we all live in a line, while your moon comes up and your sun goes down. Well, if I could leave here tomorrow, I probably wouldn't know what to say. I'd probably go live with my mama I would steal all her pocketbook change. I would take a stupid station wagon and I would fill it up with whiskey and gas, and I would take it on down